Okay. It's another weekly update. Today is the 12th of October, and in this video, I'm gonna go through what happened last week, what my current positions are, um, getting ready for next week, some ending thoughts. If you have any comments, you can ask them in the questions. If you have ask questions in the comments below. And this video is delayed by 1 month. So let's look at the Nasdaq right here. We had a bit of a massive dump here the other day, or on Friday. I mean, look at this day. This is, wow. Huh. That's a really big red day. Funny. Anyhow, we're still fine as of now, in a very good trend. So let's go through what happened last week. Saturday. I wonder if I did a video, felt unprepared. Okay. So last Sunday I did the last week's video, but I felt a bit unprepared because my lists were messy, because I was changing on how I looked at my lists, and I actually did another change. So I'll probably go through that now. Must save size for open and BTM. Okay, open as of now needs at least another week, so that is fine. And BTM I think went red on the week under here. Oh, BTM. No, not this one. BTMM maybe? I don't remember. Anyhow, let's forget about that for now. On Monday at 6 p.m. about, I got an alarm. It dumped 44% in a few seconds with a halt in between. CRML. What is this? On CRML on Monday. Wednesday. Wait, we are in October 6. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I got confused because I just watched the video from a month ago, so I thought I was in that timeline, but we're actually now in today's. So yeah, it was some. Since I missed this one, I wanted to day trade it, but it was whippy. I never touched it, I think. Okay. SubX, I got FOMO in CRML and instantly sold SubX to buy CRML dip. So I sold my SubX, my scam, but now good, it actually fell here, so it was good getting out of it. Wait. Yeah, so I sold SubX and then I wanted to buy CRML because it was dipping harshly, but then I thought, I stopped myself because I remembered NAC that is kept dropping, and let's go to maybe here, see if I have enough bars to see this on the 2 minutes. Okay, let's go to the 5 minutes, maybe here. Yeah, so where did I buy this? All right, so now I'm the 5 minutes. I think in here somewhere I thought I timed the bottom, but it kept dropping. So, and I wasn't using, I was playing with my original size. Anyhow, I stopped myself because it was stupid. It's not in my system. So that was a good reminder to myself. I was just about to go to the gym, but now I'm stressed out about having cash. Yeah, so this is a problem. And I think it's only a problem now that we are in a bullish market. So I feel that I'm missing out if I have cash. And I hope that I get rid of this feeling when we're entering a bad market, because if I have stress about having cash, then that's not a good sign. But I just think it's now because I should not be in cash. What's no reason to sell SubX and can't randomly buy back. SLDP. Wait, here on weekly, let's go. Yeah, I never go to those time frames. All right, man, this one. This entry here did 10R in a day, but maybe it's gonna take some more time. Yeah, okay, so I didn't have any money, but because this week I was gonna receive more funding to my account, but as of this time I didn't have any money. I had some from SubX, I think, but it wasn't enough to fill the position, I guess. Or it's not sure about the times here, but Of course, I could have sold Subex to buy SLDP. Wonder if I got back into Subex after this. Maybe I bought it back anyway. Subex kind of dumped after I sold, adding stop limit buy at the recent pivots. Okay, going to the gym, stressing myself out. Portfolio is really green, you dumb fuck. And at 7:53 p.m., bought back my Subex slightly lower, not waiting for pivot to trigger, and then it hit the pivot later. So I wanted to get back in with my original position, but I didn't want to just randomly buy it, but I actually did. But then it triggered my pivot point, so. And then later, that 1 hour later or 30 minutes later, ATRO sold half to be able to buy NVTS if it lets me in. I'm done holding slow stocks. So yeah, about here, I've been looking more closely at, I'm probably mentioning it here somewhere, that I held a lot of slow stocks, and ATRO was one of them. Because ATRO, out of this dip here, was one of the first stocks to come back. So I bought it, but so yeah, it gave me 15R, which is really good. But 15R in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks. I mean, it's so bad. I should be making 15R a week in the place. So so I'm done holding slow stocks. CRML, it's hilarious. I said that this was one of my highest prio, and saying it looks scary similar to NVAX with the early base and gap up, and then the trader, what's high tide flag 200% gain? Not sure what I meant here, but anyhow. So I spoke about this, and then CRML had its gap up now after shaking me out. One part of me is sad I got shaken out because it would have been a big gainer. Let's pause here. Yeah, so I bought CRML in here and took one stop and bought it again, and then it finally stopped me out here. And then it's just ripped, and then it gapped up. So that entry at the highest here was 58R. But I stopped out for -1R, or actually maybe 1.5R, because I had a little bit too much size. So that's quite funny. So one part of me is sad. Would have been a big gainer, yes. But another part of me is saying, good, let it rip. I'll buy the flag in 3 to 4 weeks. And the idea is that I was talking about this looking scary similar to NVAX, and I was talking about this aggressive trend, and then the break of this little base here into a gap up into the 16 area. And what did it do? It did exactly that. I mean, the first gap here, it touched my line to a few pennies almost, just because I mean, I looked at NVAX and I'm like, wow, it's scary similar to it. And almost the exact thing happened. You have this base here, it triggered the base, then it just, this one had earnings, so it gapped up, and then it rallied to the first target here. But then it based for a few weeks, and then you had a high tide flag with another 200% gain here, I think. 300%, insane. So here I'm saying that, I mean, sure, I'm sad I missed this move, but if it's gonna go higher, it's gonna create some sort of a flag. But I was saying it's hilarious because it was so similar, the exact same run up to this third 1, 2, 3 third base here. I mean, it's to a T. It's like it's it's so insane. So yeah, sure, I said I was shaken out here, and I should have bought it again, but I think this one was really fast to get back into. Anyhow, if it's gonna go to 30 or 60, it's gonna flag here and then do that move from the 16 area. Then it can do a 300% move, perhaps. Okay, that's a big speech. Yeah, good. Let it rip. I'll buy the flag in 3 to 4 weeks. And at 8 p.m., why am I crying so much? Ha ha ha. Be happy that there is so much opportunity that things are flying left and right. I'm just wondering, is this a regular bull market, or is it extra because of the 5-year risk off market? So after 2020, let's go to here maybe. Let's look at the small caps. The small caps have been sideways for 1,700 days, and we had this mega shakeout to rip back to new highs. And who knows if we're gonna stay here for 6 months or if he's gonna rip through like we did here. But so I'm wondering, is this always how bull market is? Because if so, then I'll be fucking rich in the years to come. Or if is this just extra, just because we've been risk off and now into risk on, perhaps. I mean, if the start of every bull is this easy, then we're rolling, lol. ATRO, slow stocks, like I said here, and I have quite a big position in it. This is why I'm getting FOMO. I have a few slow movers that are doing well, but I should focus on speed. So yeah, again and again, and I'm talking about it later this week, about my change I'm doing now, how me holding 3 to 4 slow positions with quite a lot of size, sure gaining on the account, like giving me profit, but just buying one fast name with size would obliterate like all those 3 to 4 stocks. So I really have to focus on speed. Is what I've been understanding a lot more, because I thought I had some sort of an edge with like looking at sectors and trying to get early into sectors that's not really showing any volume. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about it more. Okay. Yeah, so saying here, ATRO did trigger and go 2 weeks before most names, but that doesn't matter. Wait for the fast stocks or buy this. But when you see the fast stocks, you sell this one. It doesn't matter. Sell at whatever profit you are in, and buy the fast stocks. Because of course, if you see something go before everything else, then you can make some money from it. Example: I could easily afford UAMI when it triggered had I sold ATRO. ATRO up 7R since, UAMI up 30R, and I think UAMI is up some ridiculous amount right now. Yeah, it was up 74R. Man, so 7R, and I hit out on this on 15R, but 15R versus 70R here is a big difference. So yeah. And today I didn't buy SLDP, but good lessons. If there are faster stocks with potential, sell your low ADR stocks, like I said here. It felt really good to sell ATRO, so much size locked up in a slow trade, and I got some new clarity and hope. Triggers, I got so many, I feel lost. I don't see any perfection. I don't know if I'll have more capital. Yeah, because here I was also stressed because sure, I sold ATRO, so I could perhaps buy one more position, but I didn't know when this funding was coming in, if it was this day or which day was coming. So it was stressing me out, missing place just because I didn't have the funding yet. So we'll see what I said. I feel lost, don't see any perfection, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. I removed like half the triggers, but I'll put the rest here. I won't write any thoughts though. Any thoughts? I need to sleep on this. Okay, so these are the names. And actually now I own Bitfarm and Oklo. And I stopped out from No, actually I didn't buy that. Oh yeah, BMNR was the one I was talking about, not BTM. Anyhow, we go to Tuesday. And almost at the open, I sold the rest of my ATRO. It doesn't look bad, didn't stop me out. It will likely go higher, but I just want to be in faster stocks. So I committed to what I've seen, and I sold my slow stock, even though it didn't look bad, just because I've seen it so much now that I missed so much because I held the slower stocks. BM&R, oh yeah, I wrote some stats, it doesn't really matter. I got filled. BM&R. Yeah, okay, here. I bought it on Tuesday, but it probably stopped me out a few minutes later. I got filled, and then at 6 p.m. I got back from the gym. BM&R stopped me out while I was at the gym probably. NVTS got filled on my preferred entry. Market had a little flush, so between here and NVTS, which is I'm still in. Yeah, here. Okay, so a 4% position, which is quite nice, with my added account size, I think. Subic stopped me out. Sorry. And 1844. IONQ saw a super tight 4-hour candle. This is not my setup, but could risk off of this a few times to join the trend good size. 1859, I just sold it. I should not be doing this. Breathe. Yeah, so I found myself being stressed, like it's when I get into things, and it's a bad mindset, and it was this candle. So I guess I sold it for a break even, and now in hindsight we can see it actually didn't work because it's another thing if, say, this one stays here for one more day and then you find a tight candle here, then you could buy that perhaps. But this one was really random. Although I do not like this because I missed all the best entries in the fastest names, I'm trying to make up for it later. So yeah, it's so good that I write this and I realize this with myself, and I'm honest with myself that I was acting, I was chasing because I missed the best names. I was excited to get more in account this week, but it's coming too late. So the play was to realize I should have sold my slow names and bought the fast ones. Again, this is all hindsight warrior and a good lesson for next time, but it sucks to miss the play of the 6 to 3 to yeah, the last few months. 1908. Soundhound or Sound looks ready to go next week. Added on this dip. Yeah, so this one, initially I bought it on a trigger within my setup, but I've just been randomly adding on dips to just to play around my main position, but we'll see what happens later. Added on this dip, held up strong. Overall position stop is break even, okay. 1920, Bitfarm, saw it came back to my entry, got in lower. Yeah, here at 19 on Tuesday. So yeah, so I missed it on this candle here, but that one actually stopped out, so that's good. And then I finally got it even better size. So I must have looked inside of this candle on the dip when it came back here and bought it prior to this trigger which happened here, or if I bought it here, I'm not sure. Okay, I bought it within this candle, risking this low candle. And as of now, it's doing well. One of the really fast crypto names. Interesting. Okay. VG said 1922 holding strong, looks ready for breakout in the next few days. I added back my shares I sold 2 weeks ago. So yeah, I took my 20R profits, but then I bought them back just randomly on a dip because it looks so strong compared to other stocks. Raised my stop and alarm under recent base. This should not go lower. Not added size yet. I have to look at the market with relaxation. I did quickly go through all the green list charts again, and I don't really see anything amazing. Mostly laggards trying to catch up, which they have, but could mean a need to breathe for 1 to 2 weeks. Okay. Interesting that before a red day, I guess I wrote this maybe here, because I think the next day dumped, or not, I'm not sure. Or, oh, okay, so here was a lot of triggers, and this day, before a red day, there were unlimited triggers. So, and all my feelings here that like I'm missing things and I don't see anything, but things are going higher. Maybe that's a short-term top signal, because we'll see what happened later. But that's an interesting feeling I got, that I'm missing things, and there were so many things triggering, and then the next day it was red, I guess, and it was no trigger. Let's go to Wednesday. 1616. Got more funding to account, updating account size so risk is correct with 0.0%. 1630. Oklo had trigger according to setup, then stop out. What? Oh, okay. Let's see. Oklo, which I'm also in. Wait, did I? No, I must have bought it here. Yeah, this is just to see. Okay, so I bought it here. Which time was this? It was Wednesday, 16:30. Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday. Oh, okay. Yeah, so I saw it because it never triggered a 4 hour here, so I trailed it down, and I saw it had triggered this candle, you see here, right there. And then I guess I bought this candle or this candle just because it had triggered but shaken out. So okay, so I bought the same size here but just moved it lower because it also had like this wick here under this day, so that was quite a good sign to risk anywhere under here. Okay, so I bought lower with that in mind. Okay, good size, leading nuclear name. Yeah, so we'll see if man, I'm thinking it's gonna go to 370 or something like that, and that would be a 100R trade with my new size. Insane. We'll see, or if it stays inside of here. Dodge NNE yesterday, another nuclear name. I thought Oklo looked better, but I wanted to buy this one as well, but I just I didn't like the trigger, how it triggered. It felt like just like it did over here, I guess, like too fast, not good, or perhaps I don't know. Anyhow, I didn't like it, so now I see in hindsight that it was good. Also, it never triggered. It triggered here, but then I didn't like it, so dodged that one. Because if I had bought NNE, then Oklo might have gone, and I got stopped out later on this one, so it's so good when you hit the right name the first time, instead of missing a good name whilst buying the bad name. And then at around 5 p.m, GRRR, been stalking this for a while. I saw a trigger, not 100% according to my setup. And then I wrote trigger from a weekly close under 10 EMA. But it is in the right area, and this has a lot of potential. Got in with insane size, but I do expect to attempt this 3 to 5 times before I nail it, okay? So I really like where this one is. Looks similar to NIU here, but this one had a close stronger this week and had an inside week, and then it kind of exploded, but it's not in the right sector, so it wasn't as fast. But GRRR is in the right sector and has a lot of potential. So this one could likely, from here, 300-400% is not impossible. But so I just looked at this week. So it's an inside week, sort of, or actually a lower week, but it closed under. And now this week also closed under. So thinking that it's going to take at least one and then next week for this one to be interesting. And that's going to line up with this trend you see here. So towards the end of October, this one is going to be ready. And that also fits in with the things I've written further up. Okay. Then NVTS got filled on more shares according to new account size. Yes, the first time I bought it, I had less capital, but then I got more capital, so I updated my risk and actually got filled on that order because this one was so close to stopping out multiple times. Here, 750 low. So it was literally 1 penny from stopping me out. But then it went, so we'll see what happens here. Okay, 1855. VG said broke out today. Because I talked about it was gonna break out. Broke out today. Had a pullback to area where I thought adding was worth it, so I bought more. Okay, VG said, yeah. So it broke out here. And so I bought my 20R shares here. And then next day it gapped up and had the inside 4-hour candle. So I guess I bought more inside of here to get a dip buy. And then Oklo added more updated stop, so it's 1R. Okay, so I got filled again on this one. Oh yeah, I did. Interesting. Man, the size I have on this one, if it goes, this is gonna be a big change in the account. Insane. Sound added more since I cancelled BitF order. Okay, but I'm in BitF, so let's see. Soundhound on Wednesday at 8. Wednesday at 8 in... When was this? Oh, this week, of course. 8th. I guess here somewhere added more. Okay. And then after market close, I updated all stop losses. The only one is VGZ, which need a raised full stop tomorrow at recent breakout candle. Okay. And here is some, I guess I brought some more things. Portfolio really green at open. Okay. Decisions made yesterday as of now look really good. And today I feel zero FOMO, stress, or anxiety. Is it just because all names in my portfolio are green? Is it because I readjusted portfolio from slower to faster names? Or is it simply being in cash is hard? Well, that's a problem then, which I spoke about earlier. Or is it hard because I know I should be fully invested as of now, and it stresses me out when I'm not? I kinda can't wait for the next mini bear to see how I feel being in cash. Time will tell. Yeah, so it's good for me to talk about this, to understand if I have a problem being in cash, even when it's a bear market, then I have a big problem. So it's super good that I keep telling or exploring these thoughts here in my diary. Okay, so yeah, so I got the funding, and then that same day I'm fully invested. It's crazy. That's why I said lol, because is it really that much opportunity that I could immediately fill? We'll see. Stop losses are there, but a red day could be quite dramatic with the new size. But as long as it's within the 5% account range, it's fine. I have a lot more positions in the billions range on the weekly, which feels good. It's no crap names. Triggers removed a few kind of like these. Tem, Lay, 6, IV, Sat. I bought none of these, but let's look at Sato. Okay, yeah, man, this one. Just higher shakeout. And I think CXAI is gonna lag the AI names, but it's gonna, this shakeout here under the trend line to a comeback. Just a few more weeks here. Oof, it's gonna be interesting. Okay, then we go to Thursday. Right at the open, GRR stopped out, added order to buy back. Haha, damn, I was thinking of selling that 4R pop yesterday and buy back. Doesn't matter. Yeah, so when I bought the GRR, I actually pumped about 4R. So I was thinking of selling it because I thought it was too early. And I guess yeah, I think I risked this 4-hour candle here. Because I got my alarm on this day. Then I trailed the candles down and I bought it here, and then was up 4R. Okay, so I got stopped out. Alright, got stopped out. Then I added an order to buy back, so I bought back on this wick here. VG said took out breakout day after triggering 4-hour. I sold everything and could just buy back if it breaks 4-hour again. Yeah, so that's good because I added a size according to my new account. So I was really heavy. So I was up 20R in this area. And then I risked 1R or 2R with my new account size. So it kind of, maybe I got 15R out of this one. But I sold it as soon as it broke. I was like, nah, I'm out. This is not good. So as of now, I'm correct. But I'm actually wondering if gold is done or if it's just gonna flag and go higher. We'll see. But that's as I said. Where was I? Here. Could just buy back if it breaks 4-hour again, which is very true. But then again, I just told myself not to buy the slow. I guess this one is not that slow, but it's trading 30 million a week, which is meh. Should stick to the bigger names. But if there's nothing else, let's say we're going into another like last gold leg and this one breaks out, of course I'll probably buy it if there's nothing else. Tilray gapped up on earnings, bought, okay, so took like a intraday entry and I got 4R out of it. It has a swing setup, but since my entry was in the 2 minute, I want to hold for long, rather buy dip or 4 hour later. So I took a quick 4R from that gap up. And then GRRR, not good. I set 3 alarms instead of stop. So I finally just hit out for maybe 1.6R. What's happened now? Okay. Okay. Here we go, let's see. So I finally hit out for maybe 1.6R, stupid. But good, I slapped myself and did the right thing. Why is my... There we go. Yeah, so I don't like when I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna set the alarm and I'm gonna take my stop. It's so stupid. CRML, day trading into momentum, sold for 3R. Man, it's so fun having size to be able to fill the size for these kind of trades. Yeah, because I had never had the size to fill like a 1% risk. Tilray got back in, more size, stopped out, blah blah blah. Okay. So I guess more day trading. Spot more Soundhound. Then I got a starter again on GRRR, risking the very lows. That one got stopped. Okay, it's not stopped out. Okay, it's here. Okay, USAU. Since VGZ failed so bad, I sold USAU. It's the gold run over. And also USAU was not as fast, so this one I got maybe, I don't know. Did I get that much? 17R? Or yeah, 1780R maybe. So that's quite nice. Bought based on weekly candle a few weeks back, daily close 4-hour pullback, but got a lower, wider entry just because it's a little cheat. Wanna add more on the break. And this is interesting because here I'm thinking, oh, I'll get a wide entry. But let's say I get a wide entry and it just goes and I don't add. That means my risk to reward is maybe 1 to 8 or 1 to 7 instead of if I get in tight and get 20, 30, 40R. So, and we'll see here. I guess I got stopped out later. On which day? Wait, SPAI. So my thinking here is that I don't know. It's so I took a full R stop on this one from my wide entry. And let's say this one had hit my target here. Okay, it's a 12R, so 1 to 12 risk reward, which is still fine, but according to me that's shit because I want to get in with not even half, maybe so this is 5.3%. I want to get in with 2%. So let's imagine I found an entry later on the actual breakout and I get a 2.5% risk here somewhere. Now we're talking 30R. Okay, so I can take 10 cuts, 15 cuts and still be more profitable on this trade rather than buying an early wide entry. I still lost an R on the wide entry, but the risk to reward was bad because I could not buy the wide entry 10 times, then I would be unprofitable. But this entry I can buy 15 times and stop out and still be profitable. So it's yeah, you should only buy the actual breakout if it's a tight candle. Otherwise, just leave it. It's not worth it. So that's also a good thought. Oof, the transaction costs are gonna suck tomorrow. Yeah, because I did a lot of day trading, and I'm sure I was up quite a lot on the day from the day trades, which was nice. But yeah, we'll see what I said. Felt really good nailing some day trades, but when it's all said and done, I think I might even be at a loss because of transaction costs. I think a big AR run is 1 to 2 weeks away. Tempted to buy CXAI, but usually sound has led the race by 2 weeks. So yeah, that's what I said on. I wanted to buy CXAI, but I don't. Now we see the wick here, but I felt like it was too early. You know, it's kind of breaking the trend here with too fast. And also sound, which is also in a good uptrend already, creating this wedge, is probably going to break out here in the next 1 to 2 weeks, and then have a 1 to 2 week advantage on CXAI. So then I can shift later. So here are a few AI names: BBAI, GRRR, Soundhound, Tempest or Tempus, CXI, AISP. Just take a look at them because I do want to buy BBAI as well if it looks good here in next 1 2 weeks. And then Tem also looks really good. But we'll see if it's gonna struggle with this outer trend line here, or if it's gonna rip up and then flag above it. We'll see. So it's a bit of a slower name, but it's a new base, so this one can 150% is not impossible. Yeah, so on AISP, okay, good. We'll see, but it looks nice. It looks nice. All the random actions I did this evening in AI. In AI? Okay. Okay, I guess, yeah, okay. Yeah, my ads and GRR wide, yeah. It's a little bit dumb. I could just wait for 4-hour close to add anything. But I just got so excited about going through AI sector and looking ready soon. But this is the thing. Sometimes when I know something is coming up, but I don't see anything, but I just get like, maybe I'm wrong, I'll just buy it. I don't do that often, but when I do it, most of the times my initial thought was right. It's too early. I'm not seeing it yet. But I guess Amy kinda fucked me with that one because I know I was looking at this candle right here. But this was previous to my new daily candle close. So maybe I got the alarm here and didn't think it was ready, I think. Anyhow, I missed this entry and now it's up, like I said, 74R, or was up. So maybe that's why I'm scared of, maybe I don't see things right. But it's always best to wait for a candle close and buy a set risk from that candle break and the candle low. Because then you're not afraid to set your stop loss. And if you're afraid to set your stop loss, that probably means you are not doing the things you should be doing. You're buying randomly. Then is also APLD is AI leader. I was thinking if APLD, I mean it is AI data centers and technology. And it's been going crazy, up 10x from these lows here. So it is a leader. It's broke this high on earnings. So this one, just like Iron, man, I'm gonna watch this like a hawk and wait for a good entry because, like I said, Iron I missed. I took 2 or 3 stops on it, but then it's just ripped. But look at this candle right here. What is this? So it's quite a wide risk on this one, 6%. But what is it up now? It was up 25R. I mean, that's quite insane. So I'm thinking, is APLD, where was this? Oh, look at that. EP to the highs here. That's interesting. It's so interesting. But then it dumped and came back down. What was the 5-minute opening range high doing here? On the daily is here. This is so important because 6% risk is good, but on a setup like this, if APLD is going to do the same, I must get in on a tighter entry. Oh yeah, of course. This is the daily candle. Here's the 4-hour candle. Or even this one. 3%. Nice. 3% risk here. And this one was 3.15. And here, sorry, doing some... Did you get stopped out here? You bought it. Let's see. No, look at that. Look at that. It dumped and then it filled you and then it never came back. Oh my God. So here's what I said about getting in with the correct size on your setup. Now, the first one was a 6% risk, and we talked about how that was 25R. But this entry, or actually this entry, is up, or was up, 53R. So it's twice the risk reward. I mean, understand that, okay, one had about 5% or 6% risk. You make 25R. Let's say you try that 5 times. Sure, you still make 20R, but it's starting to cut into that risk to reward. But this entry, 53R, you can take this entry 10 times over and still be in, oh my God, APLD. Where's APLD? I must have this on my focus list. I did not even have it. Oh my God. Andreas, what are you doing? What are you doing, bro? Because it's at the, it just came over this pivot here. Man, I'm so excited now. Look at the similarity. Just like I said, CRML looks exactly like NVAX. Now look at Iron. Had EP2 all-time high, and then it struggled around that area, but then it finally broke out. When it claimed it ripped higher. APLD, you might think it's over, it's just straight up, or is it just starting? Is it just starting? So how many days Iron did, let's see, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On the 6th day your entry was 6th day APLD. So if it's gonna do exact, I'm just imagining now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So on Friday, perhaps. So I'm just gonna do this actually, and once per minute crossing. Actually, let's put it here. Crossing once per minute. Okay. Okay. Man, that's so interesting. That is so interesting. Oof. Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Okay, let's continue. Man, I love these checkups. Just this little thought I wrote here, and looking at it now, then I'm like immediately I'm like, ooh, Iron, and then I see Iron at the same area. You might think it's extended into the earnings. I mean, it was up how much? 400% into the earnings, and then he's kept ripping higher. So it's so interesting. It's so interesting. And this one is even, what did you say, 10x? Oh my God. Holy shit. We'll see. Or it's too early, or it's gonna create a right side handle here. Who knows? But I kind of think this is the wedge setup. Meaning, here we go. And it's kind of like something like this, you know, and drawing in the stars here. Yeah, anywhere between $70 to $250. Okay, I'm sorry. So that was APLD. Tillery tomorrow, maybe. Okay. RR, Rich Tech Robotics, feels gone, but very similar. So now I'm starting to see the patterns, because I've been so confused about this cycle, because things are going higher, but I don't see the entries. And now I realize the entries have not even been here yet. They are coming. So RR feels gone, but very similar to Sound, November 2025. So let's go to Soundhound. Here, of course, it did have a nice breakout here, but then inside of here, it created this uptrend with this trend line. And then once it broke this trend line, it still made 150%. So the entry, I mean, of course, the entry you could say was here or here or here. I think GRRR is here somewhere, or here. And but I'm saying that even if you missed all of this, the actual move comes from the range break. So if you find this 4-hour candle here, 3.6%. So maybe you took a stop here. Let's see. Yeah, so you took a stop here, then you try again. So one stop, try again, and you make, or potential to almost 50R. So let's say 30R. Or actually, let's say, look at the daily. So the daily closes here, then it gaps down. So yeah, 20 to 30R. So even, it feels like you missed it, but it hasn't even started. So I said that Rich Tech looks very similar to this one. So let's take a look at Rich Tech. Rich Tech had its breakout from here. Then it's been creating this, you see, wedge pattern. So it's on the third, sort of like sound was 1, 2, 3, or if you discount this on 1, 2, 3. So Soundhound, or I mean Rich Tech is here. So if it's going to do the same, it's going to have another small pop here. But man, and then you look at this one, which it broke out of its range at all-time high. But look at Rich Tech, it's above its all-time high. Robotics is a super hot sector. Look at the ADR, 11%, $2 billion volume. So I'm thinking, is this one going to go to, man, I don't know, 12? Where is it now? It's a 6. Yeah, it's not impossible. Anyhow, let's, so it's another thought. Triggers, NUAI, just don't want to forget about it. Insane ADR. Just find tight 4-hour candle in uptrend. Okay, what is NUAI? Oh yeah, it had this mega candle here, 100% on the day. But obviously there's nothing here for me. Could argue that this, I'm not sure if I had found it here yet. It's trading low volume maybe? No, 300 million, almost a billion. But I didn't see it, and also it's not really my setup. Now it's starting to look like something in my setup, but I'd probably like one more week here with some dump to maybe $1.8 or lower. Let the weekly 10 EMA catch up here. That would be nice. But I'm still watching it actually prior to, we'll see. BBAI, at first I thought it's not ready and Sound will lead, but Sound already is leading. Would make sense for BBAI to pop, but one more ranging week would be ideal. Yeah, I wrote this before we had this fake out flush, because I looked at it, I'm like, fuck, I missed it. But then, yeah, we had the tariff chaos again and it came back down. So good. Hope for one more week here, then it could be ready. So it's holding high. It's quite interesting where it is. Actually, really interesting. But yeah. Okay, so that was Thursday. Let's go to Friday. Wow, I was writing a lot here. It will be interesting to see what I said. Friday, just before the market open, I said, I'm leaving around 6 p.m. today and signing out. 1556, 56, APLD, EP, intraday entry. I waited, didn't look right, then finally it did. Took a screenshot. It failed, so it doesn't really matter, but I stopped out. Adding same entry order, okay. Bought some more Soundhound on this 4-hour trigger. Recheck, noticed RR had triggered 4-hour candle. Added order, lower, risking the same low just to get a good position size. Okay, so I took an attempt at Rich Tech. Yeah, so this candle. I saw I had triggered this candle and I added a pullback entry risking the lows here and I got it. So I got this 1.8% size, which, I mean, I was like, wow, if this one is going to go here, then that would be, it's not at the correct area, but it's almost. So that would be 20 to 60R. Okay. And then 15 minutes later, the market just had a big fuck you candle. So let's look at the market on that day on Nasdaq actually here. Let's remove this and look at maybe 15 minutes. Yeah, look at this. Holy shit. How many days is that? So we give back a month of gains in a few. Yeah, that was crazy. Crazy. Yeah, but interesting. Let's go back to the weekly here. Okay, so market had a big fuck you candle. Rich check got filled with my 1.7% risk. Stop is active. 20 minutes later, stopped out. Market is in free fall. And then almost half an hour later, bought back at lows, hoping for wick. Market hit 20 days, stopped out. Stupid ad. Yeah, so I made an attempt, which was quite stupid. I bought the falling knife in Rich Tech. Let's actually go to here. I guess here, because the market was hitting its 20-day. This is the weekly, so you can't see it, but we were on the 20-day, so I thought it's going to be some sort of a bounce here, which it was, but we just came back. SPAI stopped out, yeah, so my wide starter here stopped out, but still 1R, so that's what I was talking about. Buying wide entries is stupid, because if it goes without me buying the correct entry, the risk reward is not worth it. And yeah, so I said I'm leaving at 6 p.m. and here 20 minutes before I wanted to stare at Rich Check and get in at the lows, but what the fuck, man. Likely we're not breaking out of anything today, lol. Take a break, see ya. Okay, so here I wrote a lot. Let's see what I said. TSSI, it was probably before we had dump. But I'm still interested in it, but it's good that we failed because I thought it was a bit too early, but I wanted to buy this candle here, but give it one more week here, so then we could try again. I can afford one position. Could be good idea to do 1 to 2 day trades first hour. Yeah, this was again before the dump. Keep eye on saddle, which we did. It came lower. Yeah, interesting thought experiment to remember. This whole time I compared ASM with UAMI. UAMI was clearly the leader, but I never saw anything, and when it finally had a setup, I missed it somehow. But ASM barely moving now, and UAMI is up 147% or 61R from a setup. Leaders lead, ignore the rest. So during this run-up, I was like, ooh, which one am I gonna buy? Should I buy ASM or should I buy UAMI? And we can clearly see that the leader, which was UAMI, let's go to here, 1,600% April. Oh, we had a different type of, where's April? Here. 400%. So it's a huge difference. This even now it hasn't made the percentage move that UAMI had done earlier, but now UAMI is up how much? 6,000%. So ignore everything that's not the leader and go max size into the leaders, or find a tight entry, not max size, because yeah. And then, oh yeah, this is so funny. So when was the dump? Here, 10 minutes. Oh my god, this is so funny. Laughing to myself, maybe some tiny tears of joy. I've been waiting 5 years for this. This feeling, you're in control and you have wind in your sails. Funny how we tanked the second after I wrote this. And then I left, I guess, and I took some stops, and I came back from wherever I was doing sauna with friends. Okay, so I just got back home. What a bloody day. From being up 8% on the account with the new size. So that was, I was like, I was feeling it here, you know. I was giving myself some some hopium and like patting myself on the back, however you say. But then it's funny how the market works. As soon as you get those feelings, the market just goes BAM! Fuck you! So from being up 8% on the account to minus 2%. So it's a 10% difference in the account on the day. Apparently tariffs again. So what's, and since we had this last time, let's see here. Here, this happened. And so I think that many people think this is going to happen again, but the difference here is that this dump came from a weekly fake out. Okay? But I'm not saying we're not going to dump. We'll see next week. If we start trading under the 50-day, I'll be very cautious. We're actually not. Yeah, we'll see. But man, it's so funny. I love it how I wrote it there. This feeling, you're in control. Oh, God. Okay, so what's the situation? We're not dumping from a weekly base, breakout, fake out. It looks like the 21st of July this summer. Okay, 21st of July this summer. This summer. Oh, here, yeah, on the daily. So it kind of looks like this day, but in one day, you know? So this whole move was made already in... Okay, so let's see. Looks like the 31st of July this summer. And the momentum carried on for one more day. Then we quickly went back to new highs. So after this dump, it looks really scary here. But we just simply came back higher and made new highs, okay? We're way above the 50-day, but closed under 20-day. So that is still acceptable. And then I wrote some things that I think next week will stop out, which I think is sound, GRRR, and perhaps MVTS, okay? That would suck, especially sound, since I had my core, then added higher. The others don't matter. And again, it doesn't matter if anything stops out. I don't really care. But what I said here with sound on is that, I mean, I had my first come on, sound here. I had my first entry from here. But then I added in more size, and now my average is here. So, but here I had no size. Here I have massive size. So, but we'll see. We'll see. Getting tired here. It's almost 8 p.m. What happened in July, though, is that it was a semi-dump to a gap down close. The close happened on a Friday, just like today, and gapped up on Monday. We'll see. So my idea is that, well, I mean, I'm not betting on it, but I'm thinking that perhaps this move was these 2 days combined, and then on next week we simply just gap higher and close higher. Maybe. And then I wrote here, it's funny how for 1 minute I got on top of the world feeling. Top of the world here? Huh? Are you on top of the world? Be careful. You're gonna get slapped. Let's see. On top of the world feeling, quickly got slammed down. Literally laughing. Conclusion. Do nothing. Take whatever stops on Monday and hope that this is just a blip. Weekly checkup will be nice with such a weak weekly close. The strong names will really stand out. And yeah, we'll see that for my positions. Oh, and then later, I was just going to bed and I said, holy shit, this was at the bottom. Holy shit, just looked at crypto. Whoa, and damn, what? I've never ever seen anything like this. Big alts down minus 80% in minutes. And now we're obviously climbing back so strong. But I mean, look at AVAX. Holy shit. It took out the lows here on Binance. A few other exchanges, they came maybe to 17, 15. But here, I mean, look at the 2-minute charts. Or even the 1-minute charts. So when I looked, when was this? 23.21. 23.21. Oh, it was literally here. 23.21. And my whole list here was like minus 80%, 60%, 70%, and I was like, is this what's going on? Is this a mistake? How is this possible? Um, but we are recovering nicely, which is good to see. Tau is really strong, super strong. So this is gonna be a trade probably next in the next 2 weeks. We'll see. But man, I was shocked. I don't own any crypto as of now, but I never thought something like this was possible. But it's just a good lesson and reminder that, man, anything can happen, anything. And then on Saturday, yesterday, removed all names from list, doing it over to have more focus and less noise. I adjusted lists last week, but didn't work. There was too much to keep track of. So let's try it this way. Screenshot. Oh, I mean, I have it here. Here. So this is how it looks now. I have prio 2 and then alarms. So this is everything that still looks nice. They came up to the scanner, but I don't see anything now. But I still have alarms in most of these. So I close this. Then I have my prio 2 list, which I don't really think anything is going to happen. But you can flip this open. But this is what I want to see. I want to see my positions, and I want to see a few names on my prio 1 list, because last week I had to scroll down. It was too much. So I changed that, and now I feel a lot more confident with this approach. Let's see here. Yeah, so I added all 123 names to my alarms list, and then I removed them one by one that didn't look good. I like this approach because you can quickly just rule out those that look like shit, and the list gets smaller and smaller, and then when it's small enough you can go through it again, and then you see which ones really stand out, and you move them to prio 2, then you move them to prio 1, and so on. So I really like that approach. I felt like I guess it also felt good because we had this weekly close, so probably many names just close under, so maybe that's just it. Can't miss anything, and I get a good feel of what's going on. Yeah, I see a few names though. No, I see a few names I thought I missed. Doing these I call double bases, where the first tiny base is testing resistance and the second base above is holding support. Let's see, just go like this. I've seen this before, and what is to come, perhaps, is the real move. And then I spoke about the wedge pop. Uami is a beautiful example of wedge pop. Also in hindsight had a beautiful setup which I missed. And almost done sorting list. Gonna make prior list of the week, but launch first. Also feel a lot more calmness. Thanks to the aggressive dump on Friday, the fakers showed their weakness. So thank God for the red days. Yeah, it's good. Be happy for the down days because you get so much clarity from it. When it's just going up, up, and up, and up, and you feel so much FOMO. You feel like you're not doing. You feel like you're not working hard enough. But in reality, it's just random runners. So I said AI sector is coming. Right now, nuclear energy uranium, which is with a side of data centers, is a main sector. And I see crypto miners heating up. So 3 hot sectors, all kind of running, and they also kind of go hand in hand. Yeah, because you need a lot of energy for crypto and AI. And also storage, which the data centers is for. So they all go hand in hand, so it makes sense. A common theme this cycle has been rising wedges out of big bases. Causes one to ask, where is the setup, or I missed it? When in fact, likely the setup is yet to come. The actual breakout out of the rising wedge can easily do 100 to 150% from high of the breakout. So I think it is important to, let's get some water here. Try get in on daily dips in leading names, but also do not ignore if, I guess. But also do not ignore if one of them breaks out for real. Also, now with my scanner, I didn't run any gainer scanner. I only ran ADR plus volume because that will tell you the whole story in my opinion. Yeah, so recently or previously I've been running gainer scanners in combination with volume and ADR. But then you could miss something. Let's see CRML up. Yeah, you could. I probably never would have seen this had I ran my gainer scanners. Actually, maybe I would have. But I just like scanning for ADR. I mean, look at the ADR here. All this time, is this really 20%? What? Yeah, that's correct. This one is 4%, and wow. So you would not have found it on every week, but some weeks it traded under the 100 million. But when it mattered up here, you would have found it, at least in these 2 weeks, and put it on your watch list. Okay, we'll tell you the whole story. So yeah, I really like this week's scan because I felt like I see everything that's moving on volume, and I can make my own opinion on which ones are coming up and not. So and today's Sunday, reviewing and uploading weekly video. I'm wondering if I've been at fault for trying to outsmart my scanners. Like I get a bias from other information. Way back I held MicroStrategy for a long time, then finally taking a stop. It wasn't on the momentum scanner, and I was biased that crypto had to go. Because I watch a lot of crypto channels, so actually only one. But if I hadn't watched those channels, I probably would have looked at the charts and said, it's not ready yet. But just because I was like, oh, it's gonna go, I bought this instead of other momentum names. And of course it could have worked, but eventually taking a stop. But this is just, I'll probably get into this more. And I had a lot of size in smaller gold names, VGZ and USAU. Sure, they gave me in total 30R, or actually more, I think like 35R. But had I just sticked to the momentum scanner, we're talking hundreds of R in difference. So I saw that gold was running. I saw all the gold ETFs and indexes they're running. So I'm like, okay, I must look for gold stocks, which I guess is the correct thing to think. But the only ones I found that was good enough were USAU and VGZ. Let's go back here. So I bought those because I had created my own bias that, oh, it must be gold. So I instead of taking the faster names from my scanner, I thought, oh, I have an edge. I find these before anyone else. I'm going to make so much money. But in reality, sure, I made a lot of money on these. 35R, something like that. 35. But had I just stick to the momentum scanner, we're talking hundreds of R. Okay. In other words, make it even simpler. Don't overthink sectors, this and that. And I'm talking about that. Here I'm talking about AI sector and nuclear energy. So, but this is just a. I see the names in my scanner, and then, yeah. So the stocks lead the way, and then I kind of see that, oh, they're in these sectors, and that makes sense because we're in this. So, for example, NIU I talked about earlier. It's a China name. Sure, it had a good breakout here, and it did 40%. But which sector is this in? Okay, I haven't done anything here, but I mean, what is it? Some China stock? It's quite low. It's not trading. It's not trading any volume. Why is this even on my scanner? Why have I been drawing these lines? Look at the volume, 10 million, 8 million. It's trading 16 million average. Man. So, where are we? Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, so I created my own bias, and because of that, I make it too complicated. And now in hindsight, I see that, oh, I made it complicated and I lost on it. I made money, but I lost because I didn't buy the real momentum gainers, or I bought many of them, but we'll see. So I'm saying that make it even simpler. Don't overthink sectors this and that. Which names are on the scanner? Which ones show the most relative strength to the market versus all the other stocks? I mean, it is a good find. What is this? Or maybe it's just been such an easy find. Oh yeah, so my thoughts here. I'm thinking it's a good find that I've thought of this now in hindsight. That don't make it complicated. Just follow the stocks that are leading. Don't like try to go sidestep to this stock and I'm gonna make money on this one because no one has found it. There's no edge there. You have to be in the money momentum. So I said, or maybe it's just been such an easy market. You should not try overcomplicate things. Just buy the strongest stocks. So I'm thinking, oh, maybe it's just because it's so easy now that you buy the strongest stocks. But in another slower bull market, maybe it's good to think this way. I don't know. We will see. So is it always like this? While I had sideways size in USAU, VGZ, HRO, HL, that in total gave me about 75R. Again, super nice. Many couldn't dream of those R's, but buying high ADR stocks, let's check again. NB at highs 99R, CRML 58R, RGTI 121R, and some more, don't remember. But here we see just one of these names could obliterate this 75R. Not really in all cases, but you get the point. So I mean, imagine you get two of these names. Imagine you get all three. Okay. This one can, okay. I almost can't wait to grow the account and go to 0.2% risk or even 0.1%. We'll see. I mean, this one you must be in the tens of millions to make sense. But 0.2 I kind of like, because now I'm at 0.3, I think, yeah. But this, I'm staring at this 0.2 just to get those super tight entries and be able to buy all of them. We'll see. Okay. Then I said, Tau crypto showing good strength among all the mid cap. Yeah, so holy shit. So we had this massive dump, and Tau is green on the week. Let's just go through everything. Let's look at Bitcoin, red, ETH, red, and then we have this. We have ADA, red, SOL, red, XRP, red, and BNB is green because it's out of this stage 2, so it's leading. XLM, red, 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 red. Zcash, yeah. Zcash gone crazy. But Tau. And then it's gonna get interesting here. And then to the next pop to 600. Or if it's really strong, the best thing would be for it to pop from 400 up to 800. Flag above, like ETH here. Or yeah, something like this. And then go higher. So anyway, I just noted that among all of these crypto names, the strongest one from this dump is Tau. So good reminder, the next few weeks, Tau will likely be the next leader in the cycle. Okay, so that was a lot. Let's go back to NASDAQ, and man, that was what happened last week. Apparently I did a lot of things. So now to my current positions. Oh, I love this. I'm still holding Hecla. I wonder if I sold some more. No, I'm just raising my stop quite aggressively right now. I think my stop is under here, so we'll see if it holds. It would be nice for it to go to 16. That would be a 40R, 43R. But then again, I sold a lot, so we'll see. Then METC is acting. Oh my god, it was so strong during this dump. Look at the. Oh my god, it's even green on the 4-hour. That's beautiful. Look, this is the market. Look at the market here. Straight down. METC. Oh, a little inside green candle. Ho ho ho. Yeah, and compared to GRRR and Soundhound and MVTS. Let's say Bitfarm also quite nice, and Liu. It's okay. Oklo is also, wow, really good. Man, it's gonna be exciting next week. Let's see. So that's if you have stocks that are stronger than the market, just like example, what was I saying? Maybe here, Zcash. I mean, look at this one. The dip didn't really. This was a dip, and bam, to new highs. That's what you want to see. Explosive strength. So again, positions. HL Met C. Again, got it on this dip here with 2.5%. So where is it now, man? I'm looking at my target up here for 100R with, no, this is the last account size, so it's not, so now it's up 23R, okay. GRRR, my starter position, this one might get stopped out, we will see. Soundhound, man, I hope I get saved here and it just comes back and creates a new range here, and then for the final breakout above 18 to perhaps 28 to 38 would be nice, or even higher. We'll see how far this AI run goes. Where am I? Yeah, NVTS. This one is with the new account size, so this one is it's a 4% position, so it's not that big, or 4% risk here, but it's still nice. You can make yeah, we'll see what happens. Oh yeah, and I bought it on this candle here and didn't get stopped out, was so close. Bitfarm, like I said, bought it in here, risking the lows of this candle, and it went up 18R. I'm wondering, no, this is also the old account size, so I didn't get to fill it. I think there's one position missing. We'll see. I'll check my broker because I changed up a bit. Liu, okay, it's up 27R, also with my old account size, so it's really good. But now my size is the double, so but it can still do something crazy, make 100R from here. We'll see. It's been one of the energy leaders, actually maybe the energy leader, from what I know. Earnings coming up in November, okay. And then Oklo with my new, I mean, 1.9% risk. I mean, we'll see what happens here, but it's sort of like a cup and handle wedge, which broke, and then it had a, yeah, we'll see what happens. Might get stopped out, but since it, like I said, go back to the 4 hour here. Compared to the market here, which went straight down, this one got bought up again on some quite nice volume. So we'll see about that. I think I might have one more position. I'll check my broker later, but it's not important. So now let's go back to NASDAQ here. And ready for next week, yeah. So I'll just show these names so I can look back and go at them one by one. But I'm not going to talk about these names here. These names. Oh, Team C coming back, which is interesting, and NAC, which gave me scars for life. Let's see what I wrote. Yeah, minus 32R, and then it gapped down, so I lost maybe 40R or something like that. And now it's coming back, but this is nothing here for me. I just want to look at it. It's interesting. And TMC had a nice trade on, which I sold here. 15. I don't know where I bought it here, maybe here. So this might set up later. And also Enode, it's not on the list, I guess. But it's interesting. It's coming back here. Anyhow, so these names, not interesting this week. And prior 2 names I'm not going to go through, but these are the names just for myself if I see in a few weeks I missed something that was on this list. But let's make this slower. These names, let's see. CRDO, data centers, a bit slower name, still 400-500%, but it looks very similar to Oh yeah, from this one here up to there. Okay, it looks, let's remove this actually. It looks very similar to this one, and it had a massive run. So this one, oh, this one actually had some range. Interesting. But it was such an aggressive burst up here, 170%. So I'm thinking that, is it gonna do the same? Maybe, maybe, or a double perhaps. 400. Yeah, not impossible. Not impossible. And that target is likely from Fibonacci from this range here. Yeah, it is. Okay. And then BE. Oh man, BE. The one I took, I don't know how many cuts. 1 cut, 2 cuts, 3 cuts, 4 cuts, and then about a dip here. 5 cuts. Then it just rolled around and exploded back. Bought it again. 6 cuts, and it just went without me. It's so hilarious. But then again, the real setup is likely coming here. That's what's so interesting with these. Let's do a quick Fibonacci here. 100. Also, let's say that. Where is it now? Maybe here. Yeah, something like that is probably very likely. And then we have. So here, oops. And I don't think it's gonna go to 300, but it's good to dream. Why can't I move it? Oh, okay. No, but I think, yeah, that's a reasonable target. But I'll just add this here just in case. But man, why can't I grapple it? Here we go. Or grab it. Why can't I grab it? Oh, here we go. All right. So BE, and yeah, I guess. I mean, it could be so fast that it just goes here. Let's remove this one because there's a lot of noise here, and it's starting to look like a nice little stage 2 cup and handle here. So I have my alarm here if it goes. That's why it's on the prior list. I could see this going this week, is boom, and then climb higher. SLNH, Soluna Holding. It held quite strong on this last dip, didn't it? I don't know. So it's probably less prior. What's the volume? 200 million, 1680R. It's a falling name, but it can be good. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so it's interesting. We'll see. I like that it's above this pivot here. This bounced here, came under, and then it came over here with some nice volume, and it is okay. I don't know what it is. Crypto AI clean energy. It feels like a scam, but I don't care. And Ampex. This is where I talked about these double bases. I'm not sure where here. I see a few names that I thought I missed. Doing these are called double bases, where the first tiny base is testing resistance, which is here. You can see if you extend this alarm, actually, let's just go like this. There's the, oops. There we go. So you can see it it hit this resistance here, then it came above, and now it's testing it. And if you go to the left, you see where it is. It's this area. So it crashed into this area, and now it's trying to hold above. And if it holds above, I mean, the sky is the limit. So, okay, but it has nice range and nice volume. So I thought I missed it here, but now in hindsight, I'm like, ooh, maybe it's a double base here. So it could actually trigger next week, late next week, and have a sort of an inside candle, but the trigger is there, and then the week after that it goes higher. So that's my thinking. And here's another one, double base. Let's see where this one is. If you go to the left, is it random? No, it's not random. You see, you see the base here, and like, oh, why is it stopping here? Why is it crashing into the resistance and then holding it as support? Where is it? And you go to the left, and you see it so clearly, meaning that above this line, you see here, it has only touched this area before. If we go above this line, oh wait, oh okay, oh we're here, oh wow, okay. So same. It's not this line which I thought of. This is actually my sell target, funny enough, and you can see why here. But this is, let's see, yeah, I dumped here, came up, held it. So this double base you can see here as well. Look at this double base here. Crash into it, pop, try to hold it, final holds it, and then it's off to the races. So I love these double bases once you understand why and where it's doing this type of a base. And let's see. So this one is also interesting. And I thought I missed it. I thought I missed it here because I had this entry here and I didn't buy it. And I was like, oh, I missed it. But now I realize, no, it hasn't even started. It's gonna go. Maybe, perhaps. And then rich shake, I'm hoping to get, let's see, 1, 2, 3. I'm hoping to get in on a tight 4-hour candle inside of this 5.5 area. That's my thinking, and I think that could be this week. So maybe late or mid this week, you get an inside 4-hour candle here, I buy, and it goes higher, and then next week comes up, little dip, and then rip higher. As long as I get a super tight entry. And now APLD, which thanks to my diary, I looked at it again with fresh eyes, thinking that first, oh, it's overextended, it's gonna rest, but no, it's just so goddamn strong. It's likely gonna, in a few more days here, it's gonna go higher. Perhaps. But I'm so okay. So that was ready for next week. Ending thoughts. Yeah, last week when I did this video, I felt really confused, lost, and tired, and I wasn't in control. I had a really good week anyhow, but this week I feel really excited of what's to come, even more, because first of all, this mega dump in crypto got bought back up like crazy. So give this a few more weeks and or months, we'll see, and things are gonna start going higher with some leaders like perhaps Tao, and we'll see whatever other names are gonna go. So we'll see if I start trading some crypto names. I can do that in my broker in Sweden. I can buy some paper crypto and follow the price. Or if it's more worth trading stocks, because I mean, this one is inside. It's not a stage 2 yet. So even if it goes here, it could take a long time. It's only 70, 80, 100%. And it's likely going to take a long time to get there. Or maybe not. But the best thing, I guess, would be buy a stage 2 flag. So perhaps ETH is better. But then again, ETH is slow. And I didn't buy BNBs because it's slow. Oh, look at this. Kind of looks like UAMI here. Everything has been doing this pattern. All of this is steep. So see what I mean. I could have bought BNB. And let's say I got this entry here or this entry here. Let's say I got here. It's 50%. Oh, wait, here. Yeah, 50%. So you could feel like, oh, I missed this one, is up 50%. But get the same entry in some stock. 180%. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's worth buying some of the slower big crypto names that are leading, because there are stocks that are leading and doing moves 3 times as big. But wait, where was I? Where was I? I guess I was excited about crypto coming up. Like you see, I bought Bitfarm. And yeah, then we have Riot coming up, or actually it's ripping, but I didn't buy this here because I didn't see anything. It didn't add up with the cycle, but we'll see. Ending thoughts. Yes, so this week, with the red week we had in the markets, let's see here, big red week, all the weak names just got flushed out, and now I have a few strong names left. And that's a good reminder to myself as well. If I feel lost and confused and I'm missing things left and right, maybe the best thing is just to wait for that first red week to get some more clarity. Okay, but yeah, it will be interesting to see what happens on Monday. It will be really interesting to see. So, Nasdaq. Nike. I think we're done here. If you have any questions, you can ask them in the comments below. But know that this video is delayed by 1 month, so it will be up in November. But that's it. Thank you for watching. It's probably only me who watches this, but see ya.